Hello everyone, in this video we will see about second module, first topic. So in second module the most concentrated topics is about multi-programming. So we will see multi-threaded programming first. So coming to multi-threaded programming, what is the motivation behind multi-threaded is, in modern application we need system which does multiple tasks at a time. So to execute one application, if we can use multiple threads at one point of time, then the execution becomes easier and faster. So most of the applications in modern computer run based on multi-threaded. So multiple tasks with the application can be implemented by separate threads so that it can update, display, fetch data, spelling corrections. If we take the example of Word document, all these can be done at once so that each task is taken care by each thread and executed in fastest way. So process creation is, if the process created for the Word document with only one single thread, then it becomes heavyweight process. If at all the same Word document process has multiple threads, like the previous example, to update one display there will be one thread, fetching data will be one thread, spelling checking will be one thread, and answering a network request is done by one more thread. Then since the application which we are running, the Microsoft Word, has multiple threads executing, so it becomes lightweight process and execution will be in very effective way. So in the present generation we also use kernels, like that operating system is also working under multi-threaded module. Coming to multi-threaded server architecture, so even your servers like Google server or your Gmail server, everything work on multi-threaded concepts. So how simply we'll see the simple structure how it works. So in simple, we have a server which can have multiple requests by the client. For one request, what the server does, it creates one thread for each request, and the thread which is created will be responsible for execution of the request. So the thread which is created for each service will each request by the client will be created with one thread, and the server's next task is resume back to the listening to clients and start executing or start creating one more thread for next request. As a sample, if we take Google server, per second it takes 1000 client requests. So what happens here is, for one server submitting or responding for 1000 clients in 1 second is very difficult task. What if all 1000 are created with threads and each thread is responsible for one client server or for serving one client service? Then execution becomes lightweight and execution becomes effective. Next is benefits of your multi-threaded concept is responsiveness. Since each client or each execution is taken care by some special thread sorry for that, for special thread, then response back to the user will be faster. Resource sharing, since multiple threads are executing, all the resources in the computer will be well utilized because it is multi-threaded or multiple executions happening per time. It is very economy. Instead of getting multiple process, we can have one process and we can execute the execution. And if it is like one process executing like complete task, context switching becomes overhead because one process will have complete data, so PCB will be complex. Coming to scalability, process can take advantage of multi-processing architecture with multi-processor architecture with one single processor. So this is how your multi-threaded work. If coming back to single-threaded, the single thread in main memory looks like this. We have code, that is the text file, data, and the files utilized by the process, and the stack. So this is the PCB and the registers utilized by the process, and one thread is using all these and trying to execute complete process. But coming to the multi-threaded concept, code, data, files of a process or the user application will be shared, and each thread is given with a part of stack to itself and registers. Stack is a dynamically allocated data, and registers are used for instructions for execution. So it is used with loading the instructions for execution, and each thread is responsible for this function. So since each thread is given with its own register and stack, it is sharing the code, data, and files. It can execute the same thing, and the PCB data coming to thread execution becomes simpler. So user threads and kernel threads. We have user threads which are managed by POSIX pthread, Windows threads, and Java threads for user applications. And we have kernel threads which are used to support kernel part of execution. And virtually all general purpose operating systems, we have like Windows, Linux, all the operating systems include kernel thread programming or threads library. Coming to multi-threaded module, as we see, the process, user process as well as kernel process also use multi-threaded concept. How this user threads and kernel threads are interacting. It is interacting based on first method as many to one, where kernel will have only single thread and user have multiple threads. All the threads are executed on one kernel thread by blocking the kernel. Whichever the thread is given by given access to the kernel, then it is blocking other thread until it completes the process. Example are Solaris's green thread model and GNU portable thread module. Coming to one-to-one, we have multiple kernel threads and multiple user threads in this module, but each and every kernel is allocated with one user thread for execution. After that thread is executed, then comes the next thread for allocation. For example, Windows, Linux, and Solaris's 9 and later versions use this model. Many to many, where you have same multiple user threads and multiple kernel threads, but multiple kernel threads and multiple user threads are not allocated one-to-one. Instead, any user or any user thread can rely on any kernel thread for execution. Windows with Threadfiber package utilizes this type of concepts. And then we have two-level module threads, where single operating system has multi-thread like many-to-many concept, but it also allows the user threads to bond to a kernel thread also. It is like a hybrid model, combination of one-to-one and many-to-many model. Example like Solaris's 8 and earlier version, Unix 264, all these operating system use this two-level module. I hope you understood the topic. Thank you.